but really, like I think what we're doing is pretty neat, and I think we'll be ready for some time later next year.
But I'm not sure if it's actually a feature that the community would actually appreciate, because after all, I don't know. I think it might be a little risky.
Yeah.
Next year is a little too early.
Yeah. I mean, they would like it, but I don't know if it's worth telling them right now.
No, I think we should definitely wait, because with Shadow we're always kind of late, so yeah. I'd rather wait a little and go with the news a little closer to when we actually have,
Yeah, it's better to push the whole student TM thing out right now, as everybody loves to call us that.
Yeah, I don't want to have another story where it's like, the Shadow, they're just late all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, I agree. So, where did Ryan go, by the way?
I don't know. He said he wanted to take another dump. He's always like, I drank so much coffee. I'm like, I did.
Yeah.
So he's putting, how's it called in Finding Nemo? I always forget. This Porcelain Express. Is it that?
Porcelain Express? What?
Yeah, I think when in Nemo they like. I don't know. I'm just saying from the German thing now, right? So it's like, I don't know, when the fish want to escape, they call it the Porcelain Express, and whenever a fish dies, they're just gonna throw him into the toilet, out. I don't know.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I just hope he's coming back soon.
Yeah, because we're already on the waiting screen when we're live, so we gotta wait for them.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you should check if we already have someone in chat. All right. Are we live already?
Oh, what? Ryan? Did Ryan?
Did Ryan leave us on? What the fuck?
Ryan, dude?
Ryan, no, you did not leave us live, did you? No way.
Guys, did you not know we've been live? I said it earlier.
No,
it's the fucking waiting screen. We're waiting for you to arrive.
Oh my! I mean, did you not?
No, Ryan.
I guess we'll just show our faces now then, in shame and misery. Yeah. Okay.
Just go ahead. Oh my god. Oh, I'm Luke, by the way. I see it again. It's all cool. All good.
Oh my. Oh no. So sorry, guys.
How much coffee did you not drink this morning?
Wait, was that prepared or not? I don't know.
I don't know, but can you switch our names again?
Yeah, I'll switch them.
I feel
I'll switch them.
And I think Monka G is asking the right question. I won't actually say
it. It was great, by the way. I'm quite efficient in the mornings. Anyway, how's everyone doing today?
Writes for us. Hello, first of all, and hi, Ryan. Okay, I don't know.
I don't know why you did that. All right, that's totally you.
First of all, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Me?
Good.
Yes.
Oh wait, that okay. Real quick, I'm just gonna address the thing. Luke and Malta really have an insistence on changing their identity each week. That's why we mix up their names. It's also just to keep you interested. We figured, aside from our morning routines, might just mix it up.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, I really don't know which one of the two microphones I'm using, so I'm a little confused at the moment. So I have them both on.
Yeah.
So just let me know if I'm louder now or not. It might be this microphone or not.
Yeah, it's one of them. That's for sure.
It's one of them, definitely.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you still hear me?
I can hear you. That's for sure.
Does the chat still hear me?
Don't answer him, chat.
Please. I'm confused. We hear. Okay, perfect. So I can leave this on. All right, cool.
This guy.
Whew. It's insane. Too many microphones.
Too many mics. Everyone seems to be doing pretty well, then, eh?
How's the chat going? Hiccups, how are you doing? Good to see some German names in here.
I think he or she was the first one in chat, actually.
The first one?
I think so. Don't they get a prize when they're the first ones on chat?
Yeah, they get to hear about my morning routines, I guess. That's their prize.
Nice.
I still can't believe you two for that. Oh my goodness.
What the hell?
What the heck, sir? What?
What the heck? Yeah, what the heck? Sorry. What the hell?
What the hell, man?
So, my name is Lucius. I am now with my two dear comrades, Malta and Ryan.
Hello.
If you're new to the show, we are here to talk to you about everything Shadow, from A to Z.
And maybe some person's morning routines.
Exactly. You never know what you're gonna get.
You really don't.
Well, he's very efficient, that we know now, so that's good.
Hey,
He is very efficient, especially on the mornings.
Yeah, I got a routine, okay, and it's important to stick to your routines.
I can agree. The real gamer success. Please stick to the rules and write English, please. This is I know I want to speak German too, but nicht heute, nicht in diesem Chat. Sorry.
So on today's menu, we have the regular stuff. We'll talk about activations. We'll update you on some key topics you guys might be interested in: iOS, Valorant. Whatever else you can think of.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
If we can deep dive my morning routine, if that really interested you all, like
you can break it down and analyze it, see where you went wrong.
Yeah.
And maybe I heat up some old news for you guys. Just tell them all over again, you know.
Yep. That's true.
That would be the most fun to me, at least. Yeah.
So,
see, like Yamakri is saying, right? Storage. Why not speak about storage at all today, huh? This is exactly what I was talking about when I said we're gonna heat up some old news, right?
Well, we can talk about it, but it might not make you excited because it's the same news as last week, I think.
Well, don't give them a spoiler, eh? You know, you got.
Oh, yeah, you're not there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, did you notice that this Monday was actually Star Wars Day? Was this Monday, right?
It was, wasn't it?
I think.
Did you guys do anything special for that? Because I surely didn't.
No, sorry, you go.
Well, for me, it is my special day because obviously my name is Luke, so I feel very entitled to the day and to Star Wars as a brand, as a series. So yes, it's a very special day for us Lukes out there. Unfortunately, I have the wrong spelling, so I can only go so far with this. But it's a very, very special day that makes me and all the other Lukes proud out there.
It's good.
Yeah.
I celebrated the day after more than I celebrated the day before.
Ah, shoot.
Here comes the Nina.
Nina.
Yeah, sorry.
I think I'm not entirely convinced that you haven't coordinated this as a new bit for this stream.
Oh, it's definitely like it's like my red buzzer kind of thing, you know. It's like, oh my god, hit the red buzzer. Someone's in. We know.
Voice thing, please. That'd be helpful. Thank you.
Sorry.
What?
Get the RTX.
Oh, the RTX
feature.
Revenge of the Fifth. No. Cinco de Mayo.
Did someone of you guys in chat play something nice or did something nice on the May the 4th? Because I always think no one cares. Except
what, for May the 4th? I mean,
yeah, not May the 4th.
I thought about. I should have honestly picked up Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know why I didn't, because I'm pretty sure it was on sale or something.
Probably.
That was a stupid decision on my part to not, because that game looks amazing.
Cat of Sucks doesn't even know May the 4th. See?
Well, we're not surprised there. Okay.
It's something about the Force, right?
Yep. It's a little bit about the Force.
Wait, he's kidding me, isn't he? God damn.
Yeah, he's kidding.
Oh god damn. Anyway,
right. Shall we dive into the news?
But before we do that, we'll go by first choosing a nice and, let's say, a keyword for the Q&A session.
True.
So everyone can get in their questions ready now with that keyword. Does anyone in chat just want to yell a random word out, and we will choose the craziest, wackiest one possible?
We cannot go with Yas Queen again. This is already dead.
Not Yas Queen. Not Yas Queen. Keyword not original. Keep them
I like
coming.
butter. Butter is cool.
You
I like butter.
for the record, you can still yell "Yas Queen" into the chat if you want to. It's just not the keyword. I'm just clear about that. Yas
like
Malta.
I like butter. What do you guys think about butter?
I'm good with butter.
Flamboyant.
Flamboyant butter? What about flamboyant butter?
I like flamboyant butter.
Flamboyant butter.
I like that one.
Yeah. Okay. So the keyword during the question section will be flamboyant butter, all caps, please, queens.
Well, awesome. I love it.
So get that copy and paste ready. Put it in all your questions. We will address the questions that are using this in the front of the question, not the back, the front. Very important detail. So that's that. Flamboyant butter it is. On to the news section.
There we go.
There we go.
Boom.
Are we there?
We're there, dude.
So I'll break
different
for you guys. We will not be answering any of your questions during this segment, so save your Q&As for afterwards. Thank you. So let's talk about activations straight away.
Yes.
We'll go to Europe. How are Europe activations looking in Amsterdam and Paris?
I'm Europe, right? I'm always representing Europe, so I see the flamboyant butter, but it's not happening. Wait for the Q&A section. So news for Amsterdam, right? So as I already said last week, we were on time last week, and now we might actually could be tiny bit ahead, which means that as soon as someone cancels a subscription, there is a new place free, which means potentially we would be able to activate someone before he should have been activated. Does that make sense?
Oui.
So if there would have been written, you'll be activated in, what's the next month? Like August, June, right? We're already June next month? Oh my God. So if there would be written June, it could be that you're already been activated in August because someone else canceled a subscription because he doesn't like us, for example. Or he says like, Luc, why did you cut your hair? I'm quitting, right?
Real quick, I think you meant May, because you said you could be projected for June, but activated in August, and I was like, that's a delay. But I think what you meant was the opposite.
Exactly.
Slight difference there.
I don't know why. August and April, for me, it's the same month. They exchange it.
It's okay. It's okay. We're in May, by the way, so they couldn't be in April. It's okay, Malta. I'll stop being a bully.
It's good that they correct me, right? I mean, you see this coffee mug, right? It says it's dangerous to go alone. Drink this, right? And it does not help.
Yeah, it does not help. So well, soon.
Anyway, so you might be activated before. That's what I wanted to say, right? So, and for Paris Data Center, we actually now, correct me if I'm wrong, Luc, 100% of the people who should have been activated until April, which was last month, right? Should now have been activated. So everyone that should have been activated up until April or in April is now activated. There are, however, some individual cases that still need to be solved, but we're on the case. And if you're one of those people who still have not been activated, even though you should have been, according to the first email you received on your pre-order, please contact our support so we can figure it out. I think there might even be a bot command for support, Ryan.
What? What was that last part?
Bot command for support.
Oh yeah, there's an exclamation mark support.
Okay.
Wink, 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 wink.
Thanks for that.
Boom.
And and for all of our friends who want to go to Gravelines, or how one of my colleagues like to say, grave lines, which means Shadow Ultimate and Shadow Infinite, we have no news yet for a new batch, which should be coming in late summer this year. But when we have news on these, we will of course let you know. But so far, no news, which can also be good news, because you can also say, oh my God, we're getting so late, but we're not there yet. So
exactly. So no good news in this context. Thank you for that beautiful update. Poetic, Very poetic. Ryan, activation time in the US.
Yes. So the best way I can put it is essentially we're pretty similar to where we have been over the past course of weeks. So right now we're projecting a 5 to 7 average wait time per DC. However, we have an exception with California, or SV2 as we call it, which I'll get to in just a second. A key thing I wanted to note for everyone that is in the US waiting for activation is I think there had been some exchanges where it wasn't exactly clear in the community, but we do activate Monday through Thursday. I believe that's slightly oriented around our HQ time zone. So just to be clear, but those are the specific days. Because I know when we had May 1st, everyone thought nobody was being activated till June. That was just math based on a 5 to 7 week projection from if you ordered on May 1st, and the fact that on that Friday, May 1st, it was a Friday, therefore we weren't activating anyone, but that was business as usual. Going from there, still 5 to 7 for everywhere else. And then California SV2, we had said 5 to 7, but as I had also mentioned previously, there were some network issues that were being particularly monitored in there. In recent weeks, and particularly this last weekend, they had noticed some improvements there they're quite significant. And so the team has been aggressively activating at a much faster rate for that data center. However, keep in mind, it's still being actively monitored. So if an issue flares up, you can expect some communication where we might have to shift, but we're optimistic, and based on everything the team's looking at data-wise, things are looking good, and they're going to keep on activating.
Cool.
Yeah.
So additional storage, there's not much to say. Just a quick overview. We're sold out in Paris. There's none available in Amsterdam, and there is still quite a bit available in our US data centers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a quick overview of that. We do not have any estimated time and as to when it'll be back for Europe. But as always, we'll let you know if we have more information on that topic.
Which, speaking of information about storage, while it's not about the updates of when it comes, there is still a storage FAQ which can familiarize you with all things related to storage. If you hit ~ storage FAQ.
I didn't want to ask, but that's another quick advertisement for your bot.
I love the bot. All right, it's one day I'll set up my Stream Deck so that I can just do it. But that's next week for sure.
All right, look at this guy.
I had to publicly commit to the timeline so that it would happen. So that was
flexing.
So other kind of hot topics for you guys that you guys ask about quite a bit. We have the Valorant update. There's no news on that. I actually saw today a Riot support agent. I saw one of their replies to one of our users. So saying the same thing again, that Valorant does not support what they call cloud gaming platforms, and Shadow falls under that umbrella. Mm-hmm. And they told the user to contact Shadow support, which will then deflect that back to Riot. So it's like a game of ping pong. Mm-hmm. So don't get caught in that.
Yeah. Can you please ask your dad if you can go to the ball tonight? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There's not. Yeah.
There is. Sorry, there's a couple questions in chat that I don't know if we should address it. I think going back to real quick to activation, it's people that have noticed the state change when they're trying to log in on the launcher, which is first off, thank you so much for your excitement and interest about Shadow, that you're actively checking it so much. But what we can share is that there is a existing I think bug on more so our front end that is a part of our VM process in terms of creating Shadow that seems to indicate like your subscription has started. It does not, and the whole idea is that's the bug, but it is an indicator that it is a step along in the activation process. We just don't communicate around it because we don't want to give you a specific timeline specific to that change that then does it. And for those of you that are really concerned about your subscription time, I promise you it's not until after activation, but support will be able to check that. But please only do that if you really, really, really don't believe me, because they already have a lot on their plate.
Thank you, Ryan, for clearing that up. So Valorant, yes, that is what the latest news is on that. iOS, again, no real update. Still waiting to hear back from the App Store and Apple on next steps. And Shadow Ghost, last I heard, which was today, it's still stuck in China. I checked today for you guys. I did my research. I dug deep, and it still is indeed stuck in China in the factories. So no real update on that end. Now we have a few updates on our programs that Ryan is helping to run. So he can give you a quick rundown of that.
Yeah.
Quick rundown, please.
Quick. Listen here. I am the most efficient with my morning routine and my words. Okay, don't.
Okay.
No. In all sincerity, I will keep it brief. So you all, because I know I've been talking. So real quick, Shadow University program. A lot of you have heard about it. I think we're on week 4 specifically. But it's been really exciting to see a lot of teams join. If you are a student that is attending any type of university, even though the world is crazy right now, please let us know. We are looking always for people to participate. It's really about doing gaming challenges that eventually give you rewards if your team's one of the top dogs. But really, it's all about having some fun with Shadow, playing games and getting together for that. And we're looking to obviously bring more people so that we can have more fun. And then no.
Please go faster.
Whoa there. Listen, you're keeping them. All right, I'm gonna stretch it. Chat. Should I keep? Should he submitted to this? So should I just keep going? I feel like that's the case. But another one real quick. Makers program. So that's one of our sort of makers and creators within the community. Just as a high level, we've been sort of rolling, and you'll probably see some more things about them coming soon. And last but not least, VR. No, should I give him like a teaser, Luke, or should I just tell him things are to come?
Do you have a teaser on hand?
I could just say that there's something called the VR exploration log on its way.
I'm giving up. Oh my god.
Soon.
Boo.
Boo.
I'm not sure if it was too long or just Malta's too soft.
Malta's too soft. You know, I think the chat should decide. Chat.
There's no stamina.
But real quick, so what I will say about the VR, just to be clear, because I know a lot of people are not just interested in information, but also are VR users or want to be VR users themselves. Development and testing is still on track in regards to the goals set by our product team, but we don't have a specific timeline to share for when we will be opening up the program or releasing VR. However, just know that it's very much our part to start small, build it and gather the feedback and co-develop it with our community and the testers, the VR explorers, give you insight along the way so that you're a part of the journey as much as we can. And then when it's ready for many more people, boom, now you can all have your fun. So that's the high level plan, and we're really excited to start shedding some more light on VR.
Cool, thanks, Ryan.
Yeah.
Now a final couple updates. We are participating, Shadow, in what's called the Race for Care.
Mm-hmm.
We have 4 colleagues that are going to be partaking in a Trackmania 2 tournaments tonight. So 8 p.m. Paris time, 7 p.m. British time, 10 a.m. or what is it?
No, it'll be 12 p.m. PST, so 3 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it'll be streamed live on Twitch. We're going to be hosting it on our channel, if I understand correctly, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys drop the link into chat for them to check it out as well?
Yeah, I had half started a command for it that I will finish out here. But then I had to do my morning routine, so like priorities. So gotta keep your routines, chat.
Yeah. And finally, of course, as usual, Ryan will take over and
the world.
and on the toilet. Oh no, but he'll be doing shadow gaming next, per usual.
Yeah.
And what are you playing this week, Ryan?
We're gonna continue Crashlanders. Honestly, I've been looking at so I will say since I need to look at it again for the expiration date, but I know Assassin's Creed 2 is on Uplay right now, and I kind of want to get into that maybe next week because I missed that game. But honestly, had a lot of fun playing Crashlanders last week. I don't know how many of you watched it, but I kind of want to see just a little bit further where the story goes. So,
thanks, Ryan.
Moment where you were blaming chat for your own mistake of getting killed by a space duck or something. I love that.
No, it was not me blaming chat. It was chat's fault. That's the difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just like, oh yeah, okay.
You're not a good streamer if you don't blame and get bullied by chat.
Okay.
The unwritten rule. Okay.
All right. Got it. You're the streamer.
I'm not a real streamer. I'm just saying. Sorry.
You're barely streamer.
Let's fire up the old Q&A.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah? Let us go. Let us go. Let us.
I see one question that I would love to just throw to Malta because I see it. It was the flamboyant butter format template was respected and well used.
Okay.
Nice.
I see a question from Yamak Scry, and he's asking, is there any chance of getting a lower price on Shadow, Ultra, and Infinite? Because 50 euros is expensive, to be honest.
Well, you caught me. We made it expensive on purpose because we love the monies. But yes, good that you asked, Mr. Yamak Scry. There's actually a way for you to get it cheaper, and this is called the referral program, as we say. This means that you can actually go into your account page, I think, and there should be a code that you can give to your friends or to someone who think might enjoy Shadow. If this person then uses this code for his how's it called, subscription, and he's activated, this is very important, he needs to be activated. Then you will get, this person will first get a reduction in price for his first month, and you will get your currency, I don't know where you're from, probably Germany, so this is €1 off of your month, right? As long as this person stays with Shadow. This is the good part. This means that if you find only a couple of 50 people who will stay with Shadow, your Shadow will be free. Isn't that a deal?
Exactly. So that's a good way to have a discount on your Shadow. But also going back to the question as well is looking at market rates for Shadow Infinite, for example, 50 euros for an RTX and what is it, 32 gigs of RAM?
Mm-hmm.
It seems to me that's not that's pretty normal for both costs in the market, right? The RTX itself retails for what, thousands of.
I got give me a second, I'll Google it. But it's about last I checked, it was between the 2,000 to 3,000 range.
It's so San Francisco of you, you know. You're just like naming your best friends over there. You know, we don't do advertisement with those guys.
It's okay.
You can just use your favorite search engine for that. Chat.
No. It's a verb, my friend. It's a verb. It's in the dictionary. Anyway, but no, I believe it was in the 2 to 3K range, and someone in chat is reporting 2K.
Yeah, so definitely we're still cheap. I was just joking when I said we like your money. We still like your money, but
I think every business does, yeah. No. I mean, just to echo on my side of it, it is like a pretty strategically, I think, designed by a lot of things and market research, but it is a big factor that you have to look at it in the context as well as of what's available as Ultra, and that Infinite is intended as the beast that is ridiculous about, you know, as much as it can be within the data center. So that's my low level understanding of it, but I agree that the price points, I don't personally drill down on it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, as a Shadow PC official, reminding you in chat, please use the official word flamboyant butter, 2 words, all caps. Thank you very much.
Exact. And there was another question. Where was it? Constanius is asking Luke, flamboyant butter, yes, queens.
Oh, double.
Can you elaborate more on the ultra infinite situation in Europe? What's the current status and when activation can be expected?
So, as communicated previously over the last, I think I want to say now 3 or 4 months, Shadow Ultra Infinite is on pace to be activated end of summer for those people who had pre-ordered back in October. And there's no other information that we can say at this time regarding that. So on track for end of summer, as we had mentioned 3 or 4 months ago. And if there are any changes or updates or news about that, we will be sure to email everybody who is impacted, as well as talk about it on Shadow News as a main subject on Discord, on Reddit, etc. We will scream from the rooftops. You will hear about it. So that's all I can say.
And that's a question that, 2 questions that Mr. Ryan already answered at the beginning of the stream, if I remember correctly. He had made a big 10-minute speech about it. Maybe someone can clip it for those guys.
What's the question? I can make it 10 seconds. Watch.
It's about, my subscription has started, but my account says my shadow is still being activated. How long does it usually take? I'm from the UK. Oh, it's actually Luke. In February. And then which is very close to it. My order has gone and it says my subscription started yesterday, but no activation email. So it's very close to each other. I tried over it.
I think I can get most of it. All right, you ready? How long does it usually take? We don't have a specific time frame. However, we do note that it is a specific move along in the process for creating a VM as a part of creating and activating your shadow. But however, we don't communicate that again. We don't have a precise view. Your subscription has not officially started. It does once activation has completed. That's a promise on our end. You can contact support if you really don't believe us, but they will reassure you the same, because that is what it shows on our back end. It wasn't 10 seconds, but it was faster.
And I love your rockstar kind of approach of holding a microphone. I really enjoyed it.
It was a moment.
And he is whipping his hair. Beautiful.
That was for you, Luke.
Thank you. So I see a question. I've seen it multiple times from 2 people. I'll just shout out Jonas on Twitch because of this question. But what is the status update on storage in Amsterdam? Malta, who is king of Amsterdam and all things Germany, will be happy to provide your update.
Well, I'm so happy this question is asked because I almost never see it on stream, nor in chat or anywhere else. So it's quite simple, right? There's this chat command from Ryan. No, but jokes aside, we don't have a date yet. And that's not only because we don't want to have a date, it's also because of the current situation that we have with Corona, which means that it's hard for us to date something because we don't know when we're going to get storage again for data centers. So basically, we're sold out currently. And the shipment of storage we used for new people who onboarded for Shadow. So yeah, I don't have a date yet, but we will have new storage. And as soon as we have it, as Luke said, he's going to shout it off the rooftops.
Yes.
First. I hope this answers the question a little bit.
Exactly. And not to hate on anybody in chat, but I'm seeing a lot of questions that we already covered in the main news. I know that you guys might have come in late, so I asked also the other community members to kind of chip in and tell them what they've missed, because we want to give you guys new information, and we don't want to be repeating ourselves over and over again the whole news, because that's not fun for you and us.
Yeah, so maybe next time put an alarm clock and just be on time, right? Just be on time for once, please.
No, but I'm not trying to hate on them, but I just want to be able to give up the most information possible.
Yeah, but I'm hating. It's fine. They should come at me. One-on-one me. Knife only. DE just one.
So I see a question from Creepy Hype 111. Why can't we set up our account before purchasing Shadow? So that's a good question, and I know that internally we have discussed this before, and it was talked about with the web team, the product team, but right now it's not in the plans. There's no reason why or why not. I think it's more of a technical feasibility. But right now we're prioritizing having the account for shadow users first, whoever were activated. Is there anything else I missed on that point? I remember it being talked about a while back, but nothing comes to my mind in terms of recent stuff on that.
No. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything that I've seen specifically around it, but I think it's good feedback because as you might all notice, like we have been as a team making changes to our web pages, and particularly around the account page. So great feedback, and we'll have to check in.
Definitely.
A question from Too Nice. I hope I read that right. It's a good way. What is the response rate of the support, either English or German? Have a ghost issue and don't hashtag T get a response for weeks, and don't hashtag T get her answers anywhere about it. So I don't have a time. Do you, Luke, have a time?
I don't have a time because it fluctuates quite often, given based on the demand of people requesting help. But again, given the whole COVID situation, we've seen a big increase in shadow usage, both in orders and in just plain usage. So that means more questions, more tickets to support. So right now, I think it's at least a week, might be give or take. I mean, I'm guessing, but it's quite a while right now. So what are the other options that this person could do while he or she waits?
You tell me, Luke. Okay.
So we have Discord. We have a community help section with a lot of very knowledgeable people who know a lot about Shadow, more than I do probably, and who would help you out. We also have a nice smexy Reddit where people are very active and very helpful too, and we have great resources in our help center. And I think we have a section dedicated to the one and only Shadow Ghost. So you have quite a bit of resources at your hands while you wait for support to get back to you.
Yep. Good point.
Oh, my name got put. I got put in all caps. Oh my! Wow! Oh, like, but it's an easy one. So flown, Nisk, flow. I don't know how to say it, but hello. Activations for New York 5 to 7 weeks still. We're still on track with that projection. Obviously, we would love to be back at the point where we're activating in our 1 to 3 hours. But there's many things to wait to see how the world changes. The same goes with how we are able to activate and at what rate. So New York is still on track for our best projection, 5 to 7 weeks. If that changes, we'll let you know. Our team is eager to activate earlier than on time in this case. So, but we just have to be realistic right now about usage versus adding new users.
So he 217.
Wait, can I add one thing real quick? He just followed up. The friend that ordered middle of March and hasn't got theirs is out of that 5 to 7 week window. So I would encourage that specific person to contact support, because that is, that I believe is on the cusp of it on that 7 week side. So that's all.
Okay, so I have to correct myself. Thank you for chiming in again, even though I said no. That's very respectful.
Look at here, I love you. That's why.
No, it's okay. I totally respect that. Next time, I will.
You talked about my poop, okay? You deserve this.
I remember. There's one thing about me is I never forget. I forgive, but I don't forget. Okay.
This guy.
One time when you wake up in bed and you're like, "Huh, something's weird." I will not tell you what it is. Okay. Anyway, so I was just been the guy I just quoted, girl. It's quoted said it's not he, it's actually, I guess, hi 217. So he's asking, however, like his name should suggest, how are you guys doing?
Oh, us?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I mean,
they're asking how they're asking how we're doing.
Yeah.
Are you sure you know they mean storage? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm doing well. The morning routine went well. It's Thursday. I don't know. I mean, things have been pretty steady going. I just wish we could activate you all more. What about you guys?
look at my hair. This is how I feel, basically.
There was a question earlier that I didn't want to address, but from Darrison, which was about hair, Malta. Since apparently we're becoming mortal enemies on this show.
That's okay, you know. I always wanted to have a real rival. I played Pokemon enough. I know how that feels.
Oh man, I love it.
You're gonna be red. I'm gonna be green. Okay.
I feel like I got the short stick there, but I've had the short stick all my life, so you know. But
well, you know what they say about Americans and their short sticks.
I don't, but I have a feeling it's not appropriate for Shadow.
I'm gonna leave it there. So there was another question that I would like to answer, which is from Turn Up the Bacon, which is a very nice nickname, by the way. I love that one.
Yeah.
Flamboyant Butter. Why does my, and maybe everyone's, ghost forget my password, even though I always save my password? My guess is, and I see this question quite often, it's not because it's actually forgotten. It is because maybe you don't turn off your shadow properly, and it just gets turned off, and it's more like a security, how do you say, intervention mechanism, maybe. So if you don't turn it off yourself and it just gets shut down by default, it kind of makes it not accessible for anyone who might get along. That's what I guess. That's at least what I've heard so far.
Sounds reasonable. I wouldn't know, honestly. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, that's just my fair guess here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are free to pick any question. That Flamboyant Butter is such a good nickname.
Oh, it is. Thank you guys.
I really agree.
It's a really good
one. There's someone highlighting his question, but he forgot the keyword. Should we still say it?
No. I like flame butter too. That's a good one.
Flame butter. Flame butter will be accepted, yeah. Wait.
If it really is an issue with the Shadow Ghost that it does not save it, we might want to please ask you guys to reach out to support so they can put a note on it. And the more people actually ask about it, the higher the issue is being regarded. So there's a higher chance of it being resolved faster.
Are you teaching them how to game the system?
You tell me. I'm just trying to help, okay? Our computer is very honest help.
No, it is true. It is true. I just a quick shout out to our support team who, you know, everyone's had their varying experiences, but I promise you they do an exceptional job of tracking like the level that the tags go in terms of like how deep dive you can get, like, is insane to me, at least. And so that just for when you do pile it up, we notice everything and check it each week. At least I do it weekly. They do it way more.
There's a question from Marchief84. Hello. Flamboyant Butter. Any chance to extend the 30-minute window for the hibernation mechanism? So that was put into place during this COVID situation because we want to be able to free up as many shadows as possible for all you fine folks. And so given the recent spike in usage, because everyone is confined at home, we found it necessary to put that in place. However, good news is that it is only temporary. So once we get out of confinement, if we ever do,
oh yeah,
this guy.
We will extend it back to its regular time, which is a secret and not to be discussed amongst you guys.
It's like the recipe for the Krusty Krab, for the Krabby Patty. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Oh my God. No one knows what it is, but it's really good.
Exactly. Except this one guy, this one plankton guy who cannot read.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was his? The chum bucket, right? Wasn't it? What was it?
Are you talking about? Did you not watch SpongeBob? What?
Of course I did, but there was one episode where this one of the planktons, right, found the recipe, but he could not read because he cannot read. So I cannot read this.
I missed that episode, but that's golden.
What was Plankton's restaurant called? Wasn't it called the Chum Bucket?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah.
But I was speaking about a specific episode where they were going over as a family, sort of like a plankton family, and they actually were able to steal it. And then he opened the book, and the only person in front could see it and he could not read. So I was like, ah, shit.
That's
Anyway, I
actually
need
pretty
to
good.
go into this question here from Anime Sona because before it gets more confusing. So VPNs are not forbidden by any means, but if you use VPN in your shadow, because actually it's an important issue, you might get kicked out of your system and you might not be able to log back in. So be very careful about using any VPNs in your shadow. I heard from community members that if you have it as an integration in your web browser, it's okay because it doesn't overwrite your entire IP. However, if you're not at all, feeling safe around this topic, don't do it, okay? Because I already lost connection to my shadow because I wanted to watch German news. It's not worth it. Okay, German news are not that interesting.
I see one from Death Cares. If I ordered 8 weeks ago and the current estimated time is 7 weeks, should I expect to be activated soon? I'll kind of hit a couple points there. So the easy one is yes, because it based on that timeline, it should be soon. Obviously, there could be a problem, but what I will also say is if of that first week, week 0 or 1, however you think of it, if that happened on a Friday, right, or the weekend, you should consider the following Monday as when your week 1 started. However, the point is still that if you, based on that calculation, if it's further than, boom, you need to probably contact support to make sure that you're okay.
So, quick question to Luc. Have you watched SpongeBob in French? Because that one guy, 82X, is asking if this is in France. I know the name in French actually, but maybe you don't. You know too.
Yeah, I know it too.
So did you watch it?
I've never watched it. I don't think in French.
Oh my god. The how's it called? The beginning. How's it called? The theme from Bob Leponge is just so weird. Oh. Anyway, but yeah, they had Bob Leponge and it's weird. I agree.
And I guess I'm not sure who did this, but a big shout out to whoever's Flamboyant Butter because they created an account named Flamboyant Butter. They went that far. And just to let you know, Flamboyant Butter, we're gonna change the name every week. So I hope your account changes every week to our name.
No, they can only change every 60 days on Twitch. So you're gonna have to make a new account. Just saying. Just give me that heads up.
Please stay as Flamboyant Butter, so we can maybe at some point we'll have a chat entirely made of our words that we use for the question Q&A section.
So we have 10 minutes left. I did want to ask you guys to ask us. I mean, you're asking us a lot of questions about the product, but if you have any questions about what it is to work at Shadow, what do we do on a daily basis, what we like working about, what we like doing there, what we don't like about Shadow, anything, just ask away. You know, we're here for more than just the product questions. We're here to talk about the company, about our goals. So don't forget, you can also ask us about those things. We are human beings too. We have feelings, we have emotions. We get angry. I get angry at Malta all the time. I want to punch him in the face. Luckily, we're working remotely, so I can't do it. But yeah, that happens sometimes. So like what I'm saying is, you can ask many more questions. Don't just ask about the products. There's a lot more you can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotions. Lul. He's so
oh man, I love it.
So turn up the bacon. He or she is asking about business partnerships. If you go to our website, shadow.tech, scroll all the way bottom. I think there's a partnership footer linked in the footer, and it should direct you to a beautiful email address.
A beautiful email address, not just any email address.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Hiccups is asking, what do we think about Stadia?
What is that?
That's a good question.
Bold strategy here.
What is that?
So now, it could be a trap question, but we could talk about it briefly. I am happy to give a few words about it.
Do it.
So for me, I think it's pretty exciting to see someone like Google enter the cloud gaming, cloud computing space. It really gives validity to the whole industry as a whole. Because I remember when I first joined Shadow almost 3 years ago. Wow, time flies. People were not very credulous. They didn't believe in cloud gaming. They didn't think it was a viable product. They didn't think it could replace PC gaming as a whole. And so seeing big actors like Google come in, Nvidia, Microsoft, it really solidifies that cloud gaming is indeed the next frontier in all of this. That being said, we still see them as obviously a competitor, of course, but we do offer a very different experience compared to what they do. So yes, they're a competitor, but then they're not really a competitor. So I said they're more indirect competitors, if anything.
I don't accept that, but there's always enough space for everyone to coexist peacefully, isn't there?
Exactly. I mean, look at the whole console ecosystem, right? You have your 3 or 4 big players, but there's a lot of people choosing other types of hardware.
Yeah, I'll add on top of there, just like very much in the same vein, but my individual side of it is I've only been here almost a year now, so it's different in terms of when I entered the space and everyone was like, "Ooh, what's this Stadia thing?" But it's been exciting to see how as Luke shared, like originally nobody believed in it, kind of a thing, and while there may be hit or misses based on your individual opinions, the space is certainly becoming more formed. And personally, that's very exciting for me. And while I obviously love Shadow, I want us to be, at the top, if you will. I also am a big fan of healthy competition. I think that's what will keep us long term the most interesting brand out there. Just saying, but at the same time, it's not wanting that so much as just wanting it to be an exciting game for you, the community, forever.
That's very American of you. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna hide from it, dude. I'm the California boy here. So, but
free market, yeah? Free market.
But thank you, Hiccup. That was a good question. We're always happy to answer any of those type of questions. Even this is a cool question too from a honorary user. Flamboyant butter, very very good. Do you have plans to expand more internationally into the enterprise realm? This works really well for tools like Autodesk. Malta, do you want to touch on that?
Well, let's just say this: there are ideas of going into that realm, and I think one of the biggest issues that we're still facing is that the bandwidth in quite some countries, Germany, is not well suited for our large data. So it's a little difficult, especially for big organizations, to have this fat of an internet connection. So it's a little edgy. But yes, we definitely look into it. And maybe at some point along the line, when you guys are happy, and we're happy that you guys are happy, why not go to enterprise? Right?
No, exactly. No, but it's true. And we're definitely looking into it. I know that we've conducted some surveys. We know that a lot of people use Shadow for more than gaming, whether it's design, whether it's coding. So there's a lot of other uses for Shadow, and we are exploring that, but slowly. As a reminder, we are still a small company. We're not Google. Our team is comprised of like 5 people, the CM team, and we honestly do feel overworked at times. So we're trying to do things right, do things slowly, and not rush things. Obviously, we've had the delays, we've had a lot of other things come up, so we're trying to take a step back, take a deep breath, but there's so much that we want to do too at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah.
For example, playing games.
Like what?
Playing games or something.
Yeah, exactly.
There were some good questions here all along the way.
There was one question about I think from Abraham about the personal setups at home. Fun fact: we recently did a blog article that I just might have linked in chat. That highlights gaming setups of our staff, as well as if you keep an eye out, I believe on Twitter, Facebook, especially, we've been trickling out some pictures of what everyone setups looks like as we've adjusted to work from home. So we're definitely posting them. They're out there. But that article is a great place to read about some of the individual team setups.
Yep. Go step ahead, Luke. Pick him up.
Come up.
Let's see here. So there's a nice question from Hiccups again. Very, very personal question is, how are you personally affected by the coronavirus? Is everybody in your family okay? Are they healthy? Is everyone okay in general? So you guys want to just talk quickly about how you're doing?
Malta, you want to go first? I can go. You go.
Always first. It's okay. You can go. You can start.
All right. I'll say overall. I mean, I've been, I would say, pretty minimally impacted across the board, but it doesn't mean I think it's weighed a toll on everyone in my personal family in terms of just sort of adjusting to this, both younger siblings and parents involved. But fortunately, I would say nobody has been really majorly impacted in like the economic ways, which is really nice for me. As a son and brother, you don't want to hear that about your family. So yeah, I think that's kind of admitted for me. Just very fortunate and very appreciative that's how it's played out for me.
That's good to hear. It's very similar to me, to be honest. Only that I'm, of course, not in my home country. My family is, of course, still in Germany, and I cannot go anywhere. So, but luckily we're in the 21st century, and we have possibilities to video chat and all that. So everyone's doing fine. Everything's doing okay, adjusting as best as possible. And yeah, I'm doing fine. I mean, I'm a gamer. Come on, like I was born and raised in a place with less light than this room, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, he's used to it.
All right, Luke, you're up, Chief.
Yeah, just like both of these guys said, I think I feel fortunate enough to still have a job, first of all, which is super nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then my family is safe back in San Francisco, and none of us have really been impacted economically, my family. Yeah, I really feel lucky, and it's nice to just be here and talk to you guys on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm.
And not because I am at home living alone. I haven't talked to a soul in like 2 months physically. Well, I've talked to the grocery clerks, but like not like a friend or a colleague. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time, but definitely adjusting.
So I just been reading chat on our Discord.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So we can take a few
questions.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so refreshing.
The affiliate, the question from Huva, I think. How do I become a shadow affiliate? I believe we talked about that earlier with the partnerships page, correct? There should be, I don't remember the exact name of the link. I know that there is an affiliation. The finger has been raised.
I would actually recommend that you go through, so we run this program called the Shadow Content Creator Program. And you can essentially apply for affiliate status, and you have to meet a certain amount of criteria. There was a blog post that we just posted about it, I think a week or two ago.
Oh, I just tripped and dropped it into chat. Shoot.
Yeah, perfect. You can just do that, Ryan. That'd be great. Classic trip.
Classic trip.
You mean acid trip? Sorry.
Whoa there. That's the kind of shadow news I'm waiting.
So you can check out that link, and that should give you enough information to know if you qualify and if you're interested in applying for the program.
Delicious butter.
Oh, I like that one.
Wait, I want to answer the Riot anti-cheat one about Valorant not working on cloud gaming. For us, at least, I don't think we speak for the broader what that means for cloud gaming in general, but what we can say from the Shadow side is that we've seen this happen before with previous games that have been in beta and developers having really stringent, strict things around it. So for us, it's something that's familiar, but it's important that we educate the community on that. And also, those games in the history have become available on cloud gaming. So it'll be it's something to be, I think, sorted out. That's at least my personal side of it, but also something that we're familiar with in terms of people adjusting to cloud gaming.
And I think that we should end with this question from Occult Viceroy. So, what is it like working at Shadow? That'll be our last question, and then we can transition to Shadow Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys, want to talk about that quickly. What do you like about it? What you don't like about working at Shadow? Because there are pros and cons. There are negatives, like any job.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's not all pie in the sky type of
You
deal.
sound like a crazy man.
Malta, I went first last time. You're going this time.
No, you know what? Luke's gonna be first this time.
Ooh,
okay, fine.
Mixing it up.
Man, you're flipping the table on me. So, do I like working on Shadow? Do I like working on Shadow? No, I hate that. I don't know. Seriously, no. So Shadow is an interesting beast. I really like working at Shadow. I believe in the product, and our product is really kick ass. Sorry.
Nah. That one was warranted, I think.
Just seeing the comments like on Reddit, on Facebook, Twitter, not Facebook so much, but like more Reddit, Discord. There's a lot of really cool feedback. Just seeing how impressed people are about the product. I'm not saying the product is perfect, obviously, by all means, by no means. There's a long ways to go, but it's cool that we have reached a point where the product is really pleasing people. So back to what is it working at Shadow? That part makes it really cool to wake up every day and come to a company where you know that you're actually building a cool product and talking to a community that's actually hyped about your products. That makes my job a lot easier, and it makes me more excited to come every day. That's the positive. The negative, since we are still a new company, I'd say internally there's a lot of stuff going on all over the place, and we have a lot of lack of resources, and we're still a small team, as we said, and there's so much that we want to do, but there's only so much that we can do on a daily basis. So it can be frustrating at times because we want to do so much, but we've been learning recently to more take a deep breath, take a step back, and really focus on what's important for now, rather than do a million things at once. But there's a lot of stuff happening internally, a lot of cool plans that I wish I could talk to you guys about. But yeah, so that's my really 2-minute overview of that.
Malta?
I have no idea what you just said, but I think I would definitely agree on most cases, just because I'm not sure what you said. But
well, the question was, what do you like about working at Shadow, Malta? Yeah. Not what does Luke like.
What am I allowed?
We want to know what you like.
So it's a double-edged sword, as Luke said. It's tiring, and it's like it's this fun ride, you know. And sometimes it's just going a little too fast, you know. And sometimes you're about to throw up, but then you have to think about it. And then you maybe take a step back from the ride for a moment, and then you gotta hop on again at some point. But most of all, it's a very, very cool thing. So I think I have a fabulous team around me. So I love working with my team. I love working with the community. I love working with these two beautiful gentlemen over here. And so what can be better than having a great team, right? Because you're probably going to spend more time with those guys than with whatever partner you're going to have in your life. So there you go.
Yeah, it's true. I'll just gotta add, because I think my reasons are pretty similar to your guys's. On the product level, I just like Luke said, like, it's amazing in my opinion. I think it's really interesting. It's just cool once you get to talk with people about it and kind of explain just what it is as a technology and how it can change things. That alone is exciting. I think that to address the part about how fast we try to move, what we want to accomplish, there's like, for me, it's at a macro level where as we watch this industry be defined and grow, I think at the same time we each have an opportunity to grow as we encounter these challenges that don't really have clear answers because nobody's done this. And for me, that is exceptionally exciting for a job, especially when you're alongside as interesting and wacky people as we have. And lastly, I would say too, like just frankly, the community. Like as someone who's building his career in community, it's been incredible to join a company that has prioritized community so much, and to really see what it's like when obviously we haven't been perfect. We have our own improvements to make, but to see what was created when I joined and what we've been able to do and have these types of interactions with you is it really is important to me.
Definitely, I completely agree, Ryan, on those points too. So yeah, so that's really kind of a quick view into kind of how we see the company and how we're getting along. So that's it for this week. Thank you guys. We do really appreciate you guys tuning in every week, and taking the time to listen to us blabber about Shadow, about what we've been up to. And we now the European team, as a heads up, we are going to be off tomorrow for a bank holiday. I think along with the rest of, I think the UK as well is off. I'm not sure, is Germany off tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Cool. So we'll be off tomorrow. Ryan is going to be holding us down, working all of our positions. So if you have any questions, hit him up.
Yep.
He'll be your man.
Don't forget this guy is actually staying. So if we say we're leaving, the stream is going to stay on. So please don't leave, because this guy is going to be, I'm putting it here. It should be probably here. This guy is going to stay.
Yes.
Mr. Ryan's going to stay, and he's going to have such an amazing stream. So please support the guy. He's so fun.
Furthermore,
for sure for his mistakes, and I don't know what's fun about that.
I will blame you, but it's okay. No, I will just add to that. Yes, we're gonna play Crashlands for a little bit, but really, honestly, we're just gonna have some fun, and then you'll notice it's 11:10 PST at 12 noon. That's when the race for care goes live, or at least Shadow's participation. So we're gonna be heading right over there as soon as it's time to go show them some love and support.
And the best thing is a secret message here. Don't quote me on that. But all the questions we didn't answer here, just bug Ryan while he's playing with that.
That is actually true. No, that is. You stayed this long for the Shadow News. That is a spoiler. I just keep answering your questions, which means you, Aerodynamic, we can chat. I know you've been nothing but loving the stream so far, and so ready to answer your questions then. But really, yeah, that is a part of it. Yes, I'm gaming, and I want to hang out with you during that. But spoiler, I'm going to answer your questions.
Well, I don't know if he's been enjoying the stream. He called the stream useless.
I was sorry. that was sarcasm. but I did want to address him. I understand that it is a support related issue, but we can talk the more finer points of why we aren't able to provide the answer exactly as he's looking for. But also what we can provide for him. So he has realistic expectations coming in.
Thank you, Ryan. I didn't catch the sarcasm.
I had a ear to ear grin in my camera. That was the tell.
Wonder.
I heard the slight notion of sarcasm in there.
Very, very slight. All right, guys, thank you very much, and have a fantabulous weekend.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.